It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those.
Up first, King Rod, Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Some of the fastest hands in all of boxing.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red...
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
Foul. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That jab scores. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You can walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like... Here's the bell to start round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Missing with that jab. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. The judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big... There's the bell for round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. All the time. These counter punches have to hurt. Can't find a home for that jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Quick punch scores. Catch and oh my goodness, Johnny! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Eternity for them, finally back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Caution is being thrown to the wind. There's a counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So far as we reach the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Dominant round there. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. is not an option for these two. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. The hook was off target. Jab slightly off target. He threw a punch and just got countered. At this point, you gotta believe. There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's got...
And the kid goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. It's bombs away. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Disastrous round. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. They'll get knocked out. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab misses. frames of this bout, Johnny. What have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it, hands down.
Can't score with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a punch. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The judges have...